Hello crochet enthusiasts, welcome back to our channel. And if this is your first time here, please do well to subscribe and put on the notification bell so you can get more videos from this channel. Okay, so this is the second part of our upcycle, and we are starting with the neckline. We stop at the neckline and the first part of this video, which I'm going to be linking. If you've not watched it, then I think you need to watch it first before you go ahead to watch this video so you can understand how we got here. Okay, so this is our progress so far. This is the armhole. I'm just trying to remind us in case we've forgotten. And we're done with the down part, the body, the button area. Yes. So for the neckline, remember we added this to the neckline. So for the neckline, we are going to continue with our single crochet rib stitch. So, and to remind us again, we are going to be, our rib stitch is going to be our single crochet in the back loop only. Yes, in the back loop only. And then we are attaching it to just do your single crochet in your back loop only. And then we are attaching this to our neck area that we had before, so each in one chain space. So, and then we go back to do this over and over and over again. And this is the dress. I'm just trying to show us the where our button is going to be fixed. So I measured 3.5 inches and then use our stitch markers. Remember, the measurement was what we used to create our buttonhole as well. So we can just go back to our neckline and finish up with it. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some parts off the screen, so maybe when I'm almost done, then I'll be able to show us the rest. Yeah, they will be able to finish up with the neckline. Okay, so this is how the progress, this is the progress so far. So it's remaining a little bit, you can see on the right. Yeah, this is the remaining space remaining, so let's just fill that up. Let's do that one on screen so we can see. You know, we are going to be working this on the ribbed part that we have for the chest, the front chest area. Yes, where our button and the buttonhole is supposed to be. Okay, so we are going to be working on that as well. Yes, we won't stop at that side. We're going to be working on that as well. Okay, so pick it, then turn your work, do your single crochet rib stitches, insert your hook and over. Yeah. Okay, and remember now, for each of the last single crochet and the beginning, we are going to be taking two loops, but for the rest we are going to be using our single loop, the back loop only. Yes. Okay, so yeah, we're done. Fasten off your yarn, cut it, then you can fasten it off. Yes, then pick your darning needle and insert. You want to insert your inside your darning needle. And once you insert it, you can just go ahead to insert it just like this. Just you don't have to do it this way. Then why I'm squeezing it is because I want the yarn to be the meaning to be able to enter and hide itself. And can you see? So for the rest of this ones too as well, I'm going to be doing the same thing for them, and you can as well go ahead to do the same thing for all of them. Yes, that's what we're going to be doing for all of them. So for our button, let's add our button. So like I told you, for each of the stitch markers, they are going to be getting button. Yes. Well, at the end of the day, I ended up adding one extra to the top and to the bottom part. Yes, so I'm going to be using hand sewing needle for this and not our darning needle. Yeah, if you have a very tiny darning needle that looks like hand sewing needle, then you can go for that as well. So because you know the buttonholes are very small, and that's why we are making use of this. Okay, so if you notice that my remaining yarn, my leftover yarn is in front and not at the back. That's how I like to do it. That's how I like, so that the back will be very neat. And then that the part you're going to tie is going to be at the back of the button. It's going to be well hidden at the back of the button. Okay, so let me just show you one so you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so you want to remove your stitch marker and then put your comb from the front. You see what I'm saying? Okay, then from the back again and go back. Yeah, we're not doing the crisscross. Then I did a double up for the yarns. I didn't just insert. I'm using 2 strands, right? But at the same time, I did like 2 times for each of the sides, so it can stay very well. There'll be enough yarn holding it down. So when you have someone pull your shirt, of course that's not going to happen. You're not a fighter, but at least it's better safe than sorry. Yes, and then we're going to be pulling our yarn from the side and then tying off just like this. You want to go like 2-3 times so you can have a very tight this and then cut it. Okay, so we fixed the rest. Yeah, this is extra. I said I ended up adding. Okay, so for see, yeah, so this is going to be hiding behind a button. Do you get what I was trying to say now? So now for the rest, you can now check your work. You're still going to have some leftover yarns, you know, from our tying of ends and all that. So you just want to go on and just check them out, use your darning needle and just hide all of them. But if you have short ones that cannot be eaten, you can just as well as just use your lighter to just burn them. Pull cut. Okay, so this is the sleeve part of our work, the sleeve we made in the first part. Okay, so we are inserting it from making the right side face each other. Yeah, I'm just trying to show you here though how it's going to look like. Then you end up bringing those 2 ends together, and then we are going to just sew round and round. And do that for the second side as well. So but first what we want to do is, sew this part. We want to sew it and close it up first. So for this, and we're not going to be just, they have this lacy edge. Yes, that's what I'm going to call them. So for this one, the mid part that is at the wrist side, you can just go ahead and just join them together. Each chain, like for each chain, pick to each chain. But if you're going to be getting to the lacy pattern, I want you to just watch carefully so you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so for the lace pattern, we are not going to be picking everything because we want it to look, you know, the same with the rest of the joining. Remember, this is it's a square now, a crochet square. Yes, a granny square. Should I put it that way? Yes, a granny square. It's a square pattern. Okay, so and remember we did it in pieces, then we joined it together. Okay, so what we are going to be doing, so I'm so sorry I've been going off camera. So we are not going to join all the sides. For the sides you're not going to join, just keep going on one side. Don't pick the two sides, just keep going on just one side, either of the side. Then in the middle you pick the two and then go into it like 2 to 3 times. Make sure it is tight, then you can go on to the next chain space, pick it in the middle to the second 1, 2, you pick it. Now I'm going to be showing you the effect, like how this is going to look, so you understand what I'm saying better. If you see, you're going to just, can you see how this looks? Can you see it looks more like the patterns that we had before, like our joining and everything. So let's just go on. I'll still show you. Okay, so for the part you don't want to join together, just keep going on one side, and on this side too, remember we have 7 treble crochet. So, and in the middle you just want to pick that in the middle, that's the 4th stitch. Then you keep going on, then we get to the edge. Now for the edge, you want to sew both sides together. The edge of the first 2 you'll be making at the edge of the second one. Just watch. If you don't understand, I think you will need to watch the first part first so that you can be able to understand some things that I'm saying. Okay, then we move on to the rest of the new squares you picked. You see, I'm working them on one side. Then on the 4th stitch, I'm joining them together. See, 1, 2, 3. So now see, this is what we have now. This is our progress. Can you see? It doesn't look different. It doesn't look different from what we had before, and this is what we wanted to achieve. If you say if you want to join like all edge together, you see that the edge is not a straight edge at all. It's going to look somehow. Your sleeve is going to look somehow, and okay, so this is my face, and I did that on purpose because I've always been hiding behind the camera. Camera shy, should I say that? Yes. So but I just decided to add this clip so that you can know the face behind the voice and the face behind the hand, the owner of the hand. All right, it's nice meeting you. My name is Lolu. Yes, I think I'm going to be making a video introducing myself better. So now we go back to our video. So now that we finished joining our sleeve, Remember what I taught you the other time, picking the right side together. So that's what we're done. I did one one part of the hand like off camera. Yes, so I'm going to be using the second one as an example. So yeah, this is the second part, and as I told you, you're going to make sure the right side is going to be facing the right side and the wrong side will be facing the wrong side. So for now, your wrong side should be inside if you're going to be doing it this way, and then inside that your sleeve is inserted inside your armhole. Yeah, because this is how it's supposed to look like, right? Okay, now you want to go ahead to just flip a piece or flip it just like this, and then you pick those two edges together. Now want to attach them. Don't mind the rough edges. Remember, we are doing upcycle. This used to be a gown. I'm sure you saw that at the beginning of the video, and you still see it at the end of the video. So this used to be a gown. So the gown is what we converted. So while trying to loosen it, you have some accidental cutting and everything. So now we just want to just keep on using our stitch marker to just hold these things in place. Remember, they might not be equal. You just have to maneuver your way and find, they don't have straight edges, so they're not going to be equal. So just find a way maneuvering this. You are creative, so, and you're an artist. It does count for something. So you just want to, after tying your knot very well, you just want to make sure that you go ahead to join your armhole to the sleeve of your vest. Okay, so yeah, and now we are almost at the end of our tutorial. Yes, so once you're done, you want to make it tight as possible, tie it, and then insert into your stitches that you have. Then you want to pull it, then cut your yarn. Then for the rest of the small ones that you can't make use of a darning needle to hide them, just do it to use your lighter to just burn them off. Okay, and make sure the lighter does not burn you. Please don't use hand as I did. That's a wrong thing to do. You can just do it like this. Just use the edge instead of using your hand. You just use the edge of your lighter to just smoothen it out. Yeah, so it doesn't hook you. And we are done with the dress. We are done with the dress. Okay, so this is how it looks, and this is me again. Okay, so this is how it looks. I actually loved it. Yeah, I used it as a jacket here anyway.